To make our Pumpkaboo mini cakes, we're going to start with everything that you see here. Start with 2 cupcakes, any flavor of your liking, and peel away the paper. Then take a sharp knife and cut off the tops of your cupcakes. Next, turn your cupcakes upside down, and using that same knife, remove that edge, making it nice and smooth. Then also remove a little circle in the middle. Doesn't have to be super deep. Be sure to reserve those tops for later. Attach 1 cupcake to a square of wax paper, then cover it in a layer of icing. Place your other cupcake on top, and then coat the whole thing with your buttercream icing. This doesn't have to be perfect, the idea is just to cover it completely, then take your offset spatula and smooth it all out. Now take a strip of acetate and cut one side into a V shape, and starting at the bottom, run it up along the sides of your mini pumpkin cake. This is going to create the indents that you would see on a real pumpkin. The other side is cut into more of a scallop shape, and we're running those along the outdents of the pumpkin to smooth it out. Set it in the fridge until you can touch it with your hands coming away clean, and dip your fingers in some water and use them to smooth out the icing. We are literally carving out Pumpkaboo's false set of eyes using a round piping tip. Using a sharp knife, follow those circles and fully cut them out, removing that entire layer of buttercream for each eye. Roughly fill in each of our sockets with some yellow buttercream and set it aside in the fridge once again. Once it's firmed up, we can once again use water on our fingers to smooth out that icing. Now the body is done and it's time to move on to the head. Take all of those reserved cupcake scraps and then smush them into little crumbs. Add a dollop of icing and combine till you get a nice cake pop consistency to create our little heads. If you have one of these plastic flower nails, add a dollop of icing, then a square of wax paper, another dollop of icing, and our little cake pop. Cover the whole thing in even more buttercream icing, and smooth it out with a spatula. Let it set in the fridge, and smooth it out like we did before with the water. To create those leaves on Pumpkaboo, we're adding spikes of icing, basically creating a starburst shape. Let it set in the fridge again, and come back with that water to smooth out and make a more seamless transition from head to each sort of spiky leaf. To make Pumpkaboo's sort of pompadour haircut, we're using modeling chocolate. First, roll a little bit of the chocolate between your hands to warm it up and create a ball shape. Then roll out a smaller piece and roll that more into a sort of snake, which we're going to be wrapping around a cake pop stick. Then just add the little ball at the very end, smoothing it out between your hands. Time to put it all together. Add a dollop of icing to your pumpkin base, and peel the head off of that little square of wax paper. Draw on the real eyes with some more yellow buttercream, and pipe on 2 little spikes of chocolate for the ears. Using a clean cake pop stick, drive it into our mini cake, creating a guiding hole. That makes it way easier to just add our hair after. Now check out these little pumpkin cuties! Happy Pokemon Halloween!